Hi, I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's Collective Tarot Love reading. I have your cards ready. I'm going to deep dive and explain in detail by way of the cards what's going on with both you and your person. So let's go. Your crowning card today is the Devil card. The Devil card pertains to both you and your person. What the Devil card is about is negative attachments. These attachments are blockages and barriers. They are negative patterns and habits, toxic behavior, and a blatant disregard for the truth about one's reality, and the truth about oneself, and the truth about a past program, an outdated belief system, the way in which both you and your person were raised. It's becoming a problem because your person is falling in love with you. But you have always loved your person. The Devil card. Now, just before I carry on, Collective, I'd just like to say I offer counselling, mentorship, advice, programs, and tarot readings. If you're interested, check out the details in the description box below. So let's carry on. You're coming in with the Seven of Wands. Now, what the Seven of Wands is talking about here, Collective, is in the past, both you and your person had a huge ego. And what I mean by that ego here, Collective, it talks about a past program, it talks about tradition and religion, and it talks about the way in which both you and your person were raised. This is how it's coming in. So you were raised to see things a certain way. You were told what to do. This is for both you and your person. You were told what happiness was. You trusted in other people, places, and things. Here in your reading. And both you and your person, here, Collective, developed negative patterns and habits, toxic behavior, and the blatant disregard for the truth, because your perception here, Collective, was an ego. I hope you understand. So you understand life to be a certain way. You understood to build a foundation, it had to look a certain way. Because for you and your person, it was about being accepted, being seen here, Collective. Being noticed, being heard here. And the only way to do that was to follow a guideline here, Collective, a program to a T. When I spoke about that blatant disregard for the truth about oneself, what it talks about there in your reading, Collective, is you may not have known about yourself. You may not have trusted yourself. This is both you and your person. It wasn't about oneself when it came to building here a foundation. And that was your perception. Now you're coming in with the truth here, Collective. Now what the truth is talking about here is that you want a new beginning. You've rendered out that past cycle, that past program here, Collective. But coming in with the Seven of Wands, what it talks about there, Collective, and I'll be honest with you, is that both you and your person are up against everybody else here. Not together, but on a separate level. This is what it's saying. Now, what it also talks about here, collective, in terms of that past program, you're coming in with fear, pain and hurt here, collective, neglect, abandonment and rejection. That's what it talks about. Now, when I spoke about that blatant disregard here about one's reality, one's truth here, collective, what it talks about there is that what both you and your person went through, and I have to touch on this, what you and your person went through from childhood here, collective, to your adult life, you didn't, I don't know if you knew to here, collective, but you didn't make positive changes within yourself about you. You positive changes for you and your person was your environment here, collective, was listening to that program. And so, but by listening to that program here, collective, it created codependency on people, places, and things. Now that you're wanting a new cycle here, collective, this is both you and your person on an individual level here, collective. You have to be ruthless. You have to work your ass off for this new cycle. The new cycle that you both are wanting for yourself, but more importantly here, collective, the new cycle is to be together. That's what I'm getting. Because like I said, your person has fallen in love. You have always loved your person. Now you need to make it happen. That's what it talks about, coming in with the devil card. But what it also talks about here, collective, and I just want to touch on that, is that even though you and your person come together, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing here, collective, what it talks about there is that the work still needs to be done. That's what it's saying here in your reading. It's not going to end just because you and your person get together here, collective. Because what it's saying there is that there is more work to be done here. The Seven of Wands. Now's not a time to slip. Now's not a time to go back into those patterns and habits. Now's not a time to go back to a past program, a past cycle here. In the face of adversity, both you and your person need to dig deep. That inner strength here, collective, that inner courage and strength to keep moving forward here. You're coming in with the King of Wands. And so what it talks about here, collective, is your person's, like I said, your person is falling in love. But more importantly here, collective, your person is beginning to understand and they're gaining knowledge here about love. That's what it talks about here, about true and real love. Because now your person knows what non-love is. And see, when I spoke about that blatant disregard for the truth, when it came to your person, that was the truth. It was love here. The way in which your person is coming in, what it talks about here, collective, is self-love. It talks about self-empowerment here. I don't know, here, collective, bear with me, if your person understands that this love that they have for you, because they're falling in love here, collective, there's something about that here in your reading. See, that love has to grow, but that love has to grow within your person. It has to fill that void, that blatant disregard for the truth here, collective. That's what I'm talking about here, collective, because that's where it needs to start for your person. But what it also talks about here, collective, is, like I said, your person is beginning to fall in love here. But they have to channel that love back into themselves, is what your reading is talking about. What it also talks about here in your reading is that your person knew what non-love was. Now they know what non-love was here, collective, okay? Because now they know what true and real love is, and you've got to know that. Non-love is pain, hurt, and fear here, collective. Non-love is neglect, abandonment, and rejection. This is what it talks about here in your reading. See, your person has to grow by way of love here, collective. How would you say it? It's like each day here for your person is to love. That's what it talks about. Now, what it also talks about here, collective, is that for both you and your person, the past isn't something you want to go back to. That past programming here, collective, people, situations, and things. What I get with the past, when you're coming in with the Seven of Wands, what I get there in terms of that ego is that other people had the control. That's what I'm getting here. That those negative attachments here, collective, the blockages and barriers, you may have felt like it was other people. Your person may have felt like it was other people. But in actual fact, like I said, it was oneself. The truth about oneself here, collective. The truth about pain, hurt, and fear is what I'm getting. You can't change this person's mind. This is what it talks about here. I don't... I was going to say here, collective, you can't change the King of Wands' their mind here, because once their mind is made up, it's made up. Okay, I'm going to carry on. There was something there, but it'll probably come back to me. All right, now you're coming in with the Three of Cups, and for both you and your person, the Three of Cups can be friends and family. It can be intimate partners, but like I said before here, collective, it could also be negative patterns and habits, toxic behavior, and a blatant disregard for the truth. Now, when you're coming in with the Three of Cups, what it talks about here, collective, is wisdom. Making that conscious effort here for both you and your person to make changes, positive changes here, collective, to be correct, to come in correct. But what it also talks about here, collective, is to get it right. That's what I'm getting. Because when you're coming in with the Devil card here, collective, well, quite bluntly here, you don't want to get it wrong and you don't want to F up here, collective. That's what it's saying. Each day, changes need to happen. Each day, both you and your person need to be working here, collective, working on oneself, removing those blockages and barriers is what it talks about, so that you can be in your truth here. Those blockages and barriers, like I said, it has to do with pain, hurt, and fear. It has to do with childhood experiences here, collective, of neglect, abandonment, and rejection. That is part of the work that you need to, that both you and your person are working on here in your reading. You're coming in with Sex Mastery, which is a program that is in the description box below. You're also coming in here, collective, within the Inner Mastery work, which is in the description box below. And that will help you to deal with one's reality, one's truth, the truth about oneself when it comes to neglect, abandonment, and rejection. I just want to make sure I'm touching on that correctly here, collective. Because for both you and your person, you can't treat each other like this. Wisdom here. This is what it talks about. You can't. It wouldn't be wise here, collective, to take the past towards each other. A past program. Past expectations. Three of Cups. Yeah, of course, for your person, they can't treat you like this, collective. They can't treat you like the Three of Cups, like how they have treated everybody else here. But what it also talks about here, collective, is that this is what your person is ending out. This is what your person is working on. Okay, so let's keep going. Now you're coming in with the Queen of Wands. Now you've got counterparts on the board. Now what the Queen of Wands is talking about here, collective, is that you've pulled back here. You're showing some restraint when it comes to your person. You want to be correct. You want to get this right. You don't want to make the same mistakes like you made in the past. The Three of Cups, the way in which you treated your person, the way in which you treated yourself, here, collective, the truth about one's reality. Yes, of course, it's all about your person here, collective. But what it also talks about here in your reading, like I said, in terms of the Seven of Wands, you're coming in with valor. You'll come against adversity. You have to keep moving forward. This is what it talks about. You have to keep that momentum going here. You've released the control. The only control you have here, collective, is in the choices that you make at this time. And these choices have to be true and correct. But not only that, like I said, it has to be right. That's what I'm getting. You're coming in with the Wheel of Fortune. Now, what the Wheel of Fortune is talking about here, collective, is coming out of that past program is what it talks about. But more importantly, what I'm getting here, collective, with the Wheel of Fortune, each step has to be done correct. There is no room to be lazy. There is no room to go backwards. This is for both you and your person. Each day, you can't get it wrong like you did in the past. Bear with me here, collective. Your person can't make a mistake. Make a mistake. They can't get it wrong now. This is why it's talking about wisdom, making that conscious effort here, collective. Especially when it comes to people, situations, and things here. If you and your person are going to have a relationship, this is what this card is talking about. Because this could very well happen. This is going to happen for both you and your person. But it all comes down to, like I said, getting it correct. Now, the correct here and getting it right here, collective, what I'm talking about there is one's reality, the truth about oneself here. It talks about that past program here, collective. It talks about what happened for both you and your person in your childhood, tradition and religion, and the movement and choices here and the decisions that you have made in your adult life. You've got to understand, gain knowledge here, collective, and wisdom here about the past cycle. That's what I'm getting, about this past program and how it has impacted hugely on both you and your person's life on a separate level here, collective. You must, you have to be aware of it. You have to use your wisdom here. You have to show restraint, is what it also talks about here in your reading. See, it talks about reacting here. It talks about judging and blaming is what I'm picking up here, collective. Reptilian, getting reptilian with each other. With reptilian. Your words, you're to speak with compassion and empathy is what it talks about. You're coming in with appreciation, being able to appreciate your person here, collective. Understanding their love language here, showing empathy here in your reading. I get here, collective, in terms of the Wheel of Fortune, both you and your person know it. You both know that here, collective. Empathy is what it talks about. Now it's coming in with appreciation, because here, collective, coming in with the Queen of Wands, what it talks about here in your reading is what your person doesn't understand here is that you want it. They are your heart's desire. But you have to do it a certain way is what I'm getting. All right, collective? It has to be done correct. That's something your person isn't aware of here, collective. All right, now you're coming in with the Three of Swords. And so once again, here, collective, the Three of Swords. All right, pain, hurt and fear, neglect, abandonment and rejection here. This is something that needs to be worked through. And what I'm picking up here, collective, it's both you and your person. Love and kindness is what it talks about. It talks about patience here. And it talks about here, collective, teacher, student here. Yeah, it's like saying, don't think that you know it all here. Be open to understanding and gaining more knowledge about your person. Yeah, of course, it's not about being gullible, naive, and it's not about for your person being narrow-minded here, collective, and skeptical. You must find the balance in your guys' dynamic relationship connection. The Three of Swords. Healing from heartbreak. All right, because that, collective, is something both you and your person, it's both you and your person have been holding on to from childhood to your adult life. So it's like saying, make sure this has been dealt with, the Three of Swords. Now you're coming in with the Sun card, and so what the Sun card is talking about here, collective, is both you and your person have kept your feelings hidden. This is what it talks about. What it also talks about here, collective, is that courage and strength here. It talks about humility. It talks about respect and appreciation for each other. Regardless here of what happened in the past between you and your person, but more importantly here, collective, what happened in your childhood. This is both you and your person, okay? Your person wants to come towards you. Your person now sees you, collective, here in your reading. You always saw your person. This is what it talks about here. Yeah, they're ready to come towards you. Now you're coming in with the Knight of Cups. And so what the Knight of Cups is talking about here, collective, is this is your person and this is how they're going to come in. But with this Knight of Cups, it's like talking about here, collective, is your person wanting to know the truth here. And the truth is, here, collective, are you their son? Are you the happiness here? Okay. I do seem to think it's coming down to showing some kind of restraint here, collective. It talks about being vulnerable towards your person, being responsible here and accountable for what happened in the past, you taking being responsible for what you did here, collective. So it's not just about blaming your person. All right, now you're coming in with the Emperor guy here. Okay, this person is coming towards you and they ain't going to be taking no for an answer. Well, this person is very ambitious. They do want to build, is what it says here in your reading. Okay? All right? Now we're coming in with the last card. You're coming in with the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords talks about the Wheel of Fortune. I spoke about that, collective. Okay? Wisdom. Wisdom here, collective. Ending out a past program. This is a huge move for both you and your person. You must allow it to grow. You must come in with understanding. You've got to come in with compassion, appreciation, and empathy here in your reading. All right, collective, I am going to leave it there. Join us in the Facebook group. Thank you so much for your reading, and I'll catch you later. Bye.